come across, in the sweet little Facebook messages. And then we got another one. We got 2 more messages. So I'm probably making too big of a deal out of this, but I'm just so pumped.
This is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Benjamin Frankly, as I've started saying recently. To be Benjamin Frank about it. This is a big deal. Should I drop that? Should I drop it?
No, I love it. I love it. No, never drop that.
I'm trying to make it a thing, and people are like, what is this weird thing that you started doing? I'm like, listen, I'm going through some new self-branding, okay? Roll with me on it a little bit, please.
Embrace me in the weirdness. It's very cute. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got another message. So back in episode 14 of season 1, it was your second episode to do with me, Sano. So we're like back at the beginning.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We covered a story about this teenager who was raising money for the NICU here in North Texas. His name is Kale Belusik.
Love babies.
Yes, love babies.
Love babies. Love them.
So, first of all, Kale, I'm so sorry if I've butchered your last name. I'm sure I looked it up, and I meant to do that again. And I'm just kind of being a piece of poopy right now, so I'm sorry for not saying it right. But we got an update. He messaged me and said he was so sweet. His message just was so beautiful. And he said that this year was their 3rd and final fundraiser for the NICU. I guess he's probably, going to college and stuff now.
Yeah, busy lad.
Yeah,
so
right?
it was the tennis thing, right?
Yes, the tennis tournament.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So they raised $24,200 in this year's tournament alone, bringing their entire total over the past 3 years to $48,500 that they raised for this NICU.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm just blown away by this. So this guy was born a preemie, and he had a twin who did not survive the pregnancy, and he spent a lot of time in that NICU during the first, time period of his life. And when he got older, like, he's healthy, he's playing tennis, he's smart, he's in school, he's, doing all these incredible things. And he wanted to give back to the NICU that saved his life and gave him the foundation to have such a great future. So he raised this money for them through tennis tournaments over the last several years. And his parents also reached out and wrote a super sweet message. And I wanted to read a little snippet of it. It cracked me up, and I don't know. It makes me a little paranoid about what we say on the podcast now.
I know. I was trying to think about what I said. We probably just said something like, oh, he's young, in that way that people who are a little bit older start being like, oh, everybody who's 18,
oh, just baby,
child,
yeah.
Oh my god, baby. It's slightly patronizing old nonsense. So
right. So hopefully
don't mind us, Kale. We're just
we're a little jealous,
worried about our age. That's all. But
yeah, we're just jealous that we're not in our 20s anymore.
Hey, I'm 29. I'm holding on by my claws. Like, please. No.
I'm not in my 20s anymore.
Yeah, you've already. But
you're like hang out there by yourself.
You get used to it when you get closer. I think 25, I was a bit more like, oh no. But now I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. And even 30s are pretty fantastic. So anyway, Kale's parents sent this message where they said, we were floored by the level of detail in your podcast about love babies. It was like you guys were with us at all the steps through this journey. We did think it was a crazy teenager idea that would raise a couple of bucks and we would move on. You were spot on. In the end, he pushed our whole family to get involved, and it became something really special. A small little token of our collective appreciation for the NICU for giving Kale life. Thanks for taking the time to tell a story. It was so sweet.
Thank you so much for messaging us, guys. That's really sweet.
I just loved it. I was like running into John's office like, I got another message! And he was just like, okay, cool. That's how email works. And I'm like, no, for Joy
You don't understand.
So it was very sweet. So thank you guys for taking the time to update us on the amazing work that you're doing and for your sweet words of encouragement. Like that just, I think I really needed that because we've been off schedule and just I've been getting, a little overwhelmed with trying to figure out how to balance like doing this and streaming and the wedding stuff and just trying to get it all together,
Yeah,
Um,
no, definitely. And I've had experience with like doing online content, so to speak, for a while now. I always say to people, you can't build something if you don't have something to show that you've built in the first place. Like some people, they're like, why have I not got a really successful podcast? And it's like, have you done